Ujina na nemwa uyansa sana bia o kire se stability kakra ye nyere ka stability a eniama bo a agina interest rate a above from national debt above from debt servicing above from indicators ni nyina macroeconomic indicators na kire se a point to positive direction no oba kire se omo di nema gu akwa mu na omotimi ahyemu kina sane be a yensan ko yakibio na oja ade ba ko ka ya manage ho pa ne se omanya ye wo mu ye problem kese pa ne eka ye de na ye service ka no eka service kese ka ye de ho nsi ho afi bia no edi oma abani sika so pa yi na afi bi wo ho no ma apart from say ye tuansi ho no na egosia ne bi wo wa emra so say ye tua principal ne ka ho enti second fan first no nanka abamba ko no ye ma musika ne san ye no oba che say no more the aye saving up to about 16.8 billion when the niso ade hunu say I feel first time in query near to build a reserve of about 30 billion Ghana cedis che say emra so say ye kotua kana yan ko bobisi yan kotua saka no nemo ye benya sika gu ha ye be yidi akotua physically emfa pressure emma o man so ente ade bia hia pa o man mre bia ye be receive shock no ne efrisa external shocks na say debt service no edimu akotene pa yi
Ezra 94.1
waka sembisa yen lower policy rates no abwa create room for investors to expand their businesses sana wo so hu no
Ezra
just bia wa my figures once economics and so what statistics here pa so with me case bia first no na business ejina sei na enam sa policy into na ahure abasoro abedru sei ene wo kasa na obi abetimi support no until so the figures beba no ebia akoye bia political talker and this idea oppositions be jina so aka say enye nokre na once from point of view of the government in India you bet me amana theoretically no a trust mu say policy rate in bar from na say interest in bar from one ebema businessmen for mo ho ahin ha omo no more timi ayi business na mum so onko my figures statistics be at the support sa claim no
now say o share the issue of debt how aban buy otua aka o man no ede ekosen
say no so we hwemu a enam stability a yenya no wo international sector no exchange rate a etiba from a agina acha no ntino emaka na ede na nkasa no nkwa no eka no so atiba about 100 billion Ghana cedis if it's a cedi component maybe a exchange rate member from na eka ede na cedi component so aba from nti no nkwa aboa amaka ede na eswati ana mre bia fimra tumre no ye finance minister omobeka sika dodo a omotua ede service eka ye de service ene principal omotua both domestic and then international level ni nyina omoka meyetie enti se no ye ka no ba bia gina no debt to GDP no reduce aba last 2 months 44% say gina 45%. And this would debt to GDP reduced from 61.8%. That's about around 45%.
na watching Kwaba. We are live on Ezra TV, Ezra Radio, the 25th day in the month of July 2026, and of course, just 16 minutes past the hour 7 a.m. Maropay Radio Dom Yatanasi, and there memene da na Yatanasi na Ghana at is saying we ask questions. We demand answers. Na yabusa Ghana ni a wutie ye ehwe aropay se wo man no onyame do mu no o man no at is saying a student o burning the night esuade and that's what they say we use kwa abeya adwuma na de bi ahwe abusua enema at is saying Ghana at is saying the ono so adwuma ni bi eye onso wakatu ya wonsam usika sam saying any city die nyame na dom ama wasi dan so no bia wote ekwan no se de sitie braba ni nso a o ka ka ana wo sankani a nei wonso wutwika petrol diesel no saying na isitie adesuafo nso a musua de se ne tie and of course se oyare na opase okoja rehwe a ayre sabia ha wo koro so no ehon so eteseye kan nyina bomu a ne buza kuafo nso a mu dua no baye ade nuane aba abonten so ame nso nya bia tonya bia die nso no mo nso mu kuadwuma no se ne sitie osofo nyame wa dom na ngosa wo so bia asore nso no sen ele sitie chief imam etesen Ghana etesen collectively saying na Ghana tie and pay we answer all these questions now what me ya no ekoya wa baban no abaso enkoya what is wo ababan no because ono na yede mandate no ama no say on to niema na yare sabia enye ekrabehwe ebesua de enye krabehwe enye nsupanom akopapa mfa so na economy no enyina se de be ya yedada ko na ebe de enyu badie mu no ena betumi akonkan ede amayen and pay Atrasi. Once again, a very good morning. Medin this Mike on behalf of the team led by the legend Diana Bakufia Sante Enin Reverend,
Ezra,
the entire team Atabu Adi Poku, Nation, Rubin, and the entire team on the pay. We say a very good morning. Join us as we discuss Ghana and ask very relevant questions, demanding answers. But on the pay, I just want to have a short motivation with you. Yen shewun kran kakra bi ena no pay na afi yen to dwuma di nsane so se abedwafo ano pay mi no mu sinkonwa betrase ma yetumi adi nkomo Papa J, the NDC Deputy Communications Officer hopeful for the Ashanti region, and then a lawyer Osebonsu, a legal team member for the NPP. And also Ebetnase and Afi Wiba Azongo, and also a development consultant once vice presidential candidate Edema Chum Berema Edu. You go to the lines and have discussions with Emperor Aka. Also, who Kwenya say Obeba. Now Rajon Chile Eba. You didn't come out. We are Ghana to say. You hear man yourself free mu. Na yatra se di kobono sade esi na esefata na etimi aba o ma etimi atumpon enya aban we na ma aban na anye na we aban na be ye na we na be ye say no. Let's think about Ghana na o man no entimi enkoso. Rejection is not your end, it's your redirection. And I want to speak to someone who as you feel rejected. Rejection is not your end, is your redirection. Obi oha aso wonu se obia nka no ho biu bia yinama je do ne de enya asa ne sa to be bia no wonu se akame nko a ageme nko a se me ma anya hwan beye obia yimi ama asam tu mi obia nka me biu oha ba me suyi me hu obia no beboa me. You feel rejected. But sometimes the rejection comes to make you
Ezra,
strong.
94.1
Rejection e Bible wa timi ma e hye den e ma wotimi to aso ko anim. It is not the end of your journey. Samanfo nyina yi wa ma no nkyerɛ sɛ no ano no wabrabɔ na ba wiye. No. It is simply a redirection.
Ezra,
it takes you to the place of value, a place of respect, a place of success. And until Tiasia say, "Ebi anipa nyina yi wa ma no manfo hedan and take you serious no, obi hedan ka ba no." That is the time God want to redirect you. The path you may be going through no na bia na nye path papa. And when they feel say yenyi ma ame yanka no ho no bia no Nyankopɔn what they redirect you. You may feel forgotten, but your story is not over. The Father, sometimes you failed to recognize your word does not reduce your value. The Father, sometimes you fail to recognize your wealth does not reduce your value. Just keep believing yourself. Keep moving. Believe in yourself. Say, meet me here. And keep working towards your dreams. Trust me. Say, oh yes, wo be ya. Ubet me here. Most of the times, me can say, many people in Anka bet me abono. So why you do bet me aboard in a park no so won't me more. The nipa nyina crack one for nyina crack so bet me here. Now one person one yan to so bet me here. Won't me enye. So when you feel rejected, I'm saying that it is not the end. It is just a redirection. Keep dreaming. Keep pushing. Now, unyame edubedru. The fight is you alone. Nyame ebwa na all fight it. Na man for beka ho a let me contem. But don't leave it for people. Fight alone. Once again, a very good morning. Aropai Ibenyamre na yedi nkomo over the week. In Semibre NIC or my Ghana. And of course, beginning the week, now the Ashanti Regional Chairman Enchi Bosiako, the governor, the aspiring national chairman of the NPP, and 3 cases our court. Emubako Samra boy, I don't know, Akupimu, on somewhere for 20 years. And then when you do all the calculations, to me, will have to spend 13 years in prison, 13 years, 3 months, if nothing changes. You understand the lawyers, as I say, or echo appeal. Until from next week, the lawyers of the NPP and to be lawyers are, or catch almost say, me call. Now, more and make sure that they appeal. They will begin the appeal process from next week. Now, after who said here, so I could do. So, as we speak, I think that today is the 5, yes, the 5 chairman unto me, and also I work in some prisons. Bobekaya unto me as some chance here. Now you could for channel, and then there was information say unto me kwa lawyers kwa no into me enyano enya access to unto me. Then the members of parliament led by the minority leader Alex Afenyumakins Ekopiemu over the premises of Yoku. All the NPP members of parliament that were present in parliament that day Eko Yoku office, the premises. Then some NPP sympathizers, some Ashanti region, specifically one person that I saw. Our part of the regional executive, Minuya Paul Cabrayan Domina, transform. I don't know if MCR can get me that video. Transform na omo eka the Emma Untumi say Untumi must be freed. Emrano Yemfine say and Sam court on was a year. It got to the point in time, Chairman Chibosiako, the bail conditioner, a return so na I had ding say obetimi enya. So MPP form for the lawyers that time the lawyer Andy Apia could be lawyer or Henijan and others struggle and then later on and an information say 3 strong NPP faithfuls at me abwa ama won to me enya a bail ama ofri yokofo ensem na nipa omobobo mudin at that time na the Brian Champon that of the Kennedy Japan and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We understand they teamed together and untumi etimi enya what we call a bill.
Ezra 94.1.
Some could do more court wa 3 issues no court. Ye na tumi Samra boy ne mining concession na ewo sa se awoje ye so or the ye mining na actually so onyankon ye to the man krofo bi se amanfo asensa asene so nti omu enu akube omunya reclamation emfa emwa, and that was the witness and as evidence chama wontumi e kan ye e court na me sisui na ibusa ne se na omu sika se omufanya reclamation on say there be mama omu sika, and then they were the omonso a omobe bo the kwadu anaso omobe bo kwadu ti ano e de ma ban no enso kan omo de bebre. I teach them much in the course of the week. But the Ashanti region, mama me feed no. Atabo is everything okay here. Meet me a sound out. Na me was a Franzo money abrepa. My press conference. I've seen them. Poyando ewa ho. Me who the regional treasurer. Yes, the youth organizers and all of them. Na I never could tell Crofo man who more. Chabon to me sweet by you. Right from day one. There are some regional executives that bought that. Ubu Okwana one board that say nobody would create one day cry. One day cry. One not just one day. Some of the regional executives here nay. Omania Bria ya omo ye win. Make us say na sometimes hypocrisy. Tame nipa ni hia opa no so wa adwene kura bi kura betumi aboa no aka bibi a kire no o chama me susu se ankaja we dey on lawyer for kasa kwa na kan say ya ebia at least some of them they never showed up. When you even ask them or you tell them or you call them chale na untumi yo my mic you ani so no na nya the case. Me say people are jubilating within. But anya dey no anya dey ano poya do ka se bi, and I agree with him. Cha anya dey akura no. Want to me boy fight ya. Am a party ni ba power. Am obi nya appointment. MPP regional executive omo Ashanti region. Why na nya appointment? Why aban dey no why bebere nya mbo a. Bi nya bia no nya kura no anya dey ano aban ne baaye no.
94.1 edu.
Nya kakra di ye. We know all of you. Munyina okrom ha, munyina na no. Okay. Munika mama sound no ana omo ye dede no. Munika mama no ansa. Na afi ye ntie we Ashanti region. Executive no. Ha, secretary for constituency near the ade nyina ye ntie omra. We shall wait to say the elephant, I will say, we shall wait to say 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 the elephant, I will say we shall wait to say we are going.
and only selective justice ayeke etiabushafo mesramu se sai na bakore dia ene omunka hunu se ene omu asem ebonopo 2028 abrani dania ene ene obi ne kumatwi bo esia kuna hede adiniti achi salam se eka chichira dia eka yen MPP yen New Patriotic Party ya ban etwamu aka ndisi for enim say ministers any MPs a enipa ben nwotwe ekodu wo mo je double salary awon say eka edom ko gina assembliye because ayekronubo we a member of parliament unim say we say a minister your ma pay ewo MP yes am ma pay ewo as a minister wo ji ye no waji afa matro sa afa skani nyina di ya ban e ba e ko nanado ye president nim o se ye nyai e maninka e no ojaye abai papa no na mo de mote hwe na maso paso MPP nim mote hwe na maso MPP ena ye ninka so eye dan fie wa akra mo be ko opposition na mo hwe say de mo ye no wo wi ofonsa no na so wo ye de wo hwe o de eti media minister NDC for president mama onu ankasa akasa ne nkrofo omu ejinachi bebre etu galamse okan we public knowledge onu anim asuwaja wo omu na MPP for who to me kra no ya galamse no koti ye go galamse no kotu ye onu na sem no okotena so obi etu galamse ni onu enetu ye asuwaja wo nkrofo na wo chiche MPP for and only selective justice ayeke etiabushafo mesramu se sai na bakore dia ene omunka hunu se ene omu asem ebonopo 2028 abrani dania ene ene obi ne kumatwi bo esia kuna hede adiniti achi salam se eka eye amoyoku a ewo Asante Mantemu a New Patriotic Party adwade yanti asem de yati ya ni se ye chairman Bernard Enchibo Esiako ye gina efre no chairman wuntumi na yenim se na sem wo court etini yenim se okọ na osaba na yanti asem de yati ya ni se presiding judge no asema wodie no owie no wo se chairman wuntumi adwuma awaye no wodi for enti waboa no efo edini kotum emfie aduom na asem no utie mu a dia lawyer for amaya tie ne se akwai ti se wo fie wasi fie na odi fie no ama han na wo fie wura no ti wo ba bi na obi a oti fie ho wakwa abontia kodi nsebone ni ache no ye na koti police ye na ko police station na waba afe wo fie wura to ho nka bi hye ma dia bechew ni ade wo ni ase kodam efie aduo sana wo to bi case ne tie kut wo to mi ewo minerals concession ewo nyo no na etumu gold ana obi akotumu agudia no ani ache no ya chi ni wie no afedie wutumi na ya beso mi so na asase ne dia no ni ehun kwan emra won oni kwan se oso otu gold na wo mo yusu onipa na okotu gold no as prosecution witness against wutumi ena ede chema wutumi akutu enti uyemu a ade a judge na aye entasum.
Good afternoon to all of you. The New Patriotic Party has become aware of the judgment delivered today by the High Court, the case involving our Ashanti Regional Chairman, Mr. Bernard Enchibo Esiako,
omo enia enso ne enye emfa the decision the apex court, the high court, the court of competent jurisdiction at the ama. Now on Thursday I said something here. So in this country, I'm getting so much worried as a journalist because Ghana no you develop no malabe say NPP was what all the police service, the security agencies,
Ezra,
the health sector, the education sector, and the judiciary ni na no NPP for there. The moment NPP has the office that very day no Baumia ever considered defeat on Sunday morning around 10:18.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
And all these institutions in the NDC institutions. Mentias I don't get it as a journalist. I don't get it. So at the end I was say you tell man mu na akoya say sa ban bi ba aban opposition is to say all the recognized institutions in the
4.1 Edu Kumasi.
They also know there. What actually do you do when you are in power? Mibusao. What actually? A dear pa na mo ye when you are in power. Ye to memufo yenim entia almost every time bi anu a aban beko opposition no. Who say all the institutions are Ghana no. Anke ni kwa so mo yamanyosem no, omo yamanyefo. E di entia. I don't get it. Because in the era of the NDC, time no more opposition. And say be kokko to bia no NDC be di for no. So Akufo-Addo aban. Ata judge for nyina. Haida kwa sa judge for do na kwa go Supreme Court ho. Omo MPP for. Omo nyina kama MPP. Then within 4 years, aban se sanso a is a NDC so aban mu. MPP for so kan na judge no one penny yen tete mu etete yen
Ezra
me fa Justin from Pokodua, the general secretary of the NPP or a lawyer, the Baben the man now the majority leader Mahama Yaraga or a lawyer. Anthony Markins or a lawyer.
94.1.
We don't say at least lawyers can be politicians. But over judge there, the fact that our name and uncover the Juma. Even though I believe and I know, say judges most times they err. And they say Otumranua, and I say when to me. Ye na obu aten na ten be atentia e de mawa. Does that make that judge a politician? Me busa question Ghana ha no pay you me say judge no because okwa appeal abepia di bem. Ni so okwa appeal na di bem a appeal na okwa abedi bem no so okwa di bem appeal ho no a omo ye judges ho no are they NPP or are they NDC? Ndiana na yentia se ebi a judge no na edi for ono na wan hwe ne mamu ye one na wan mane ne na ho ene wan kan asem ne ye na almost every time every decision that will come in this country se kotia manyoni nko ade a eye politics but se kotia wo a wotie me no pay
Ezra
a we Ghana ni a wo no nya manyosam de a judge no yen fan so NDC na MPP ni why are we doing this? And we are encouraging our kids, our young guys, lawyers, but we are defaming the judges in this country, portraying them as bad people.
Ezra 94.1.
Why are you doing this? And if the lawyers, the judges, NDC for, or MPP for, more politicians, no, you have made them so, isn't it? And one of my more mama judges no more mama judges no binom abɛyɛ NPP ne NDC for mo ana moyɛ
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Iwon ka wo hu sɛ me ya amanyoni mamenye mama nyesɛm na ma kra ma teacher ne teacher sɛm nurse nye ne nurse sɛm a bare nei ye wo teacher fo a omo yɛ NPP fo teacher fo omo yɛ NDC fo enti ye teacher unions kura no executive so a ye kwoto aba these two politicians no political parties no ekowuram ko hyekire eko sponsor to ensure say obenya ono teacher no yɛ NDC MPP ni no awene abaya Nagrat president na sa na aban wo so a wakabia ma no na aban ni so a wabo aban na chi Ghana se de sitie no Chana Ghana tie
Ezra
ntie no ane ye kai mampani na da the late Professor J.A. Mills 14 years after say Unyametro nsa afre no na me kai the passionate man, how the man was so passionate. Sometimes krano na no man your for krano to catch and say papa enkoye is all my kwa me the politicians say eh we need such leaders.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Ye hia sa amanyofo ni bi e Ghana bio me say enne setafo to aba politicians no kwasha se ko wuram student elections now ya campus and ko student elections na manyofo be se chire
Ezra 94.
Yes sponsor no winia
Kumasi.
what me aboa me ya manyosam wo ha enti wudum so lead student pa we assassin president ba no MPP ni or NDC ni did they all ye no in some all can they all advocate for no na ban eni so a enye the interest of the student no enye the interest of the party.
Ezra 94.1
Ti akuafo wa Ghana say eni akuafo president na kwafafo no mukabo mu abenya president me amiru anane ono kwa no a point in time na ye say oye NDC ni because as that MPP be bia in 8 years no na nya ne fe koko akuafo no kwa na akuafo wa Ghana mu dia cafe rubber eni koko no ankaja omo no so kwa no enya politics no a so mu nyina ba ya manyefo indi kwani we ka e no na kwani we ka bi e Ghana eni ama kwan ama politics ati che o man ni mu enti ohempo party ahimfie no politics gidi
Ezra 94.1
no fast no so media me waha enti na waha enti na ba power owum okọ position owum na we bad na we bad when you ate papa na hu pa Arapai Mamenchia Council lawyer Ernest Akosa Council obia no a very good morning you see I 101 at say ja we are fine pa na mamen faro nto chama to me ese de odem enti you be aka na bontin bia no nya adwuma now until say you make your court na court no ebeka say or affirming the decision of the appeals court, the high court, and I say wabo sansam no judgment no egu until then there the obeka bia Ghana ha bia no enya adwuma bio e court da ho bobo ye entiase and I say then you have a whole vice chairman of the MPP in Asante region saying say akufo buy no who say nkrofobia disika o ma je double salary but ya kaka che ka say munya manenka nti ada na ya bade a e wo say musu munya manenka oh chairman ko bu o ya mamu niwo mudi na ka bi pe mba fa ho time but wanzu nu sa some angoma wudi enya akono say meti hey so asimasi ba ye no oya obi anka nti wo so aba obi am so menka na say oman no na yenye ne saa give us the enti osusu say the other time ntumi akọ prison no enye enoa na ma lawyers because for me as a journalist I was made to understand Ghana as a kind of elite political party MPP for why are your lawyers lawyer for na mo so mo no mo yi lawyer for mo se mo wo man mu amona mako school asua de na no where are your lawyers? Get them, let them fight for you. I'm sure. Now
94.1 Edu Kumasi
abanu ye ne bia Ghana mabro ha se bofu pa abuja unum se teacher for a omo wie school abanu ye se o fa teacher for ama omo abebo abeya adwuma na enka ne de o wie school a de na tie ne se mo ya 2015 batch a se yemfa mu nwie ya yemfa 2017 batch ene e akwa futu fry kan nyina bom na ya na ese ebie porter no pe nipa ne be obefri boso frɛ ho bebe mu ba duru ebi adwoso ana ba bedu kono wo se oba be pe a very vibrant and active internet area access no obedu na ese akolo supporter no German Penin so ne Minister of Education, ne Minister of Health mu nyina ya we say. Nkurase bi wo ha network ni ho. Ye won krofo so ho mo so akọ school awi a omo epa adwuma ye.
Ezra
it me be portal anajo.
Edu Kumasi.
Be 1:30 anajo. 3 am ni asa close portal no. Nti wada obeda gyan no ni akoloso no. Enti we ya kire sai. Well, actually say, I thought get me the winner, young queen. Actually say, I want to understand. Yes, I actually say.
Ezra 94.1.
And teacher for my real school motifi. They are more than 160,000. Abane for us me for 8,000. Now, man, team about where bressa go through that bressa at the end of the day, no. On to me, Uram so ebano. Yes, I am foul.
Ezra
Enti the real school I was on Kebia. Ni year group ni ya foul mono. Ya mfa mo nko awo. Ni akofa bia ba chichim. Na ya keka bi sa ni ayi bi sa ni ya jane sa na no as a country.
Ezra 94.
Mebuna wie school tifie paduma ye de porter. Na meburu komo de wo no tifie. Komo de meburu tifie ye de porter. Ye be porter. Aba ne so betu afa 5,000. E ka kro be fa de akaka ho.
Ezra 94.1.
So no wonder. Say Minister of Babaka kire say na dia we are principal now farmer no bo so a ye be yiwadi Ghana education no now no abe quota system go aban no se won timi mfa adwumayefo enti oso ma quota o ma wie school gu fie no doso enti kwa mfa mu nwie ya enti oba wie secondary school no be ko nursing training a
Edu Kumasi
ebia agogo nursing ya mo 150 so mo mfa 150 enti mo fa be fa hono 500 another 5,000 a ebefa 150 per adan aban ne say ontimi nya sika emfa enhwe mofra no no ma wie school aba bed in the man ndo obomako free senior high school enso mo ntrafie
Ezra 94.1.
Ghana banwa na mankola no akọ free senior high school ewie chango metumi atoa so no say mintimi mamo ntoa so quota e demonstrafie. It is so sad. And the teachers are crying. The teachers are worried. The trained teachers are worried.
Ezra 94.1.
Very pathetic. In fact, I'm worried as a journalist. And I'm worried as a youth, say. About from senior high school. They said the quota aba. And this quota system is started in under NPP. You can watch some say OBFA. And then the NDC took advantage of this quota system.
Ezra
9 the campaign na man to Ghana for asum Akando. I remember so much. Oso baya, oso quota. Na mrante na wie senior high school, ba wana wie senior high school. Omo pass. Wo the quota aba. Nti abofra no quarter now and fanunti on 3 year and consider buying the following year another will be completing.
Ezra 94.
And when the son I'm say oh me say yeah the quota and can crowd there at least. Anya dey want to be you obia mfanu nguram we know minim. Na momo no ya restricted to the sense say oh we not 250 200 150. Tigana nkola na aka no mpeso omo quarter share no. Omo mfa hene. Anya obi a go university straight away. Omo go teacher training. Ozo go nursing training. Tie be sra ban no. Ye sra ban ne pa. Ani before ye kaya, wo se kan say ya na mo ntia. Mo fa say ya tanfo. Na Ghana for to be tia mo. Ma ko tre opposition. But my memory finance minister Basu in fact I think say the man is performing.
94.1.
For now, no me no be a daily BB or US. Now about 6 months ago, me nya bota akra. Na person study near Mark Accra answer. In fact, annual friend me now we say the dollar na yes am so me check dia 11.6. No say now the na obetimi at the near man ba. So it tells you that people are gaining confidence in the finance minister. I mean, the member of parliament for Adansia Squad, Minia Penny, Joseph Azuma, in command of pay on the budget and other issues. Ye home command of pay. Honorable Timika, a very good morning. Maybe I'm here.
Many are major soldiers that Akrufum 40 or more.
Yes, Akrufum Fachabe Pa. No apology. We remember 2000 of pay.
From so the union I know.
Exactly.
A man in your house 2000 of the production team.
I was a message, but what's I mean? But you need command of pay. I don't say Akrufum at the same.
Me that's me bonnet to say me one cry I was me do Kumasi in the next few minutes.
Very well. Very well.
Presby Asafo I work with women and fear a due 50 years. Now odun fo bi sia so na ya mo. I mention me can so no be and Presby na moderator. Ewo Akrofoma oba bi edan no ano. In fact no adam se setting wo nti afi na ja manya kwan a me nso meboa me ho akonti ye be ni taw Akrofo sunje wo ho bibi e koso na kwan so de hia ye ya kwan na mada menna na nso nya mencha de honorable Kwame Goja minister for rules eguso ni me ye de betumi bia chief of staff so de na no tumbi me no ka say contractors me ansa and also my kwan feel oboase tutuka ade copy mu Akrofo mpie mu odwafo fasika man e copy mu okudun kwanta contractors na mi ansa na mi nu aye adwuma adu stage bibi obi te say contractor bi te say le America o ye adwuma ko nanim ko be ya fini na siketua ho nsem ma na sa na niema menemo ka say wasan ba so a oba beto na adwuma di so na yenim so obewie because me no ono ne rose minister ne share ansana over the other contractor na ye natao ono so wo tutuka eko Akrofom ono so wo kwan no so ono so ye na famodie and the promise is that obewie ansana wo fi so there's no point ye be mana asasa na niam fi so because there was a ministry of ministry for highways any bia no ono so no agent many contractor no empe bebre ye call minister ho ema nkomodi bia o se di bia ye di enfimfi contractor no cement e ho na asem kakra wo but ye nkan mfram but the assurance is that the middle ye from menso so edwafo edeba nkranza badampa ye mo ba ebepie e wo kev kase no so e wo Akrofom ono so ye hwehwe no so ono so ye tutu ana mama na enti in the nutshell no because many get fan bi so they are the only senior high school in Akrofom dormitory or more year ho adwuma aside that no me also initiative to say free size books free school uniforms and also akoso investing in education motorbikes laptops and other teaching and learning materials. I was a Medema education, no, district education officer in Somalia. And also health departments and also near my was a methodical more laptops and scan machines and motor office furniture and I say and I miss 3 unit classroom logo you can say what massive free Wi-Fi and also you go so I for benefit and I say Adam so you're connected. You move to other 3 places and so within this week. And we what you call Ampunyanse and Adams. Sorry, Adams, they what you call Wamase and Ampunyanse.
Okay.
And I so in brief, I'm going to make my for my constituency.
Very well. Coming from the Ashanti region, this week, my main financial enough you finish with the budget. This week, Obeka said the sad news about a judgment a Kutia chairman and Chibusiakon, the regional chairman of the NPP, being a member of parliament from the region. Ote ne custodial sentence yade ebaye no. How did you feel?
No credit am yanim ni nyina nipa. Wo tanfo kra no ne kwaso bompa is on constitution. So Macabra Hambo Yumbi. Say a time for fear, I my ninja. And a time for crown, your mom pie body of Farmano. Now, I want to mention your metamfo. I am on your same day, I'm on your same community cabin. Can you pay you me and send before mine no more? By your 2 abandino, oh, Banner wine in a year, wouldn't say about 2 about you. To tell me, I also will be on for another or the whole year now, or better much scrutinize or criticize or constructively. Said a bear, always my idea. And I appreciate the fact that in democratical dispensation, we need opposition, we need people who are not within the governing party, so that Ombebwa in shaping the government to do the right thing and be accountable to the people or more etc. So, me, nyame, any ni fedi money, money, like money anje, money we see. Na ayemra enwa adwumanti emra no taking a course wo mo bibia enyeye I don't think ha gane ba ye bompaye I say nyame bebo na a lawyer for no nya kwan pa bia o mafa so atwitwaje no so mo twitwaje na say bibia oye ya nkoye no obesua afoforo so eda ho ho aye wa ban mu a ye niema bi ebetimi de akosa amani no so na ye so ye sua bibia anaso bi ye bisa na no so sua bibia ye de afa ho because o man na was ye bo manager pade ho ban ya kwa ye nsase nyinara ye sika ene ye bibia mu nipa enti emra na ya hye na da ho no mo bi amfa enhye ne tremu se wo ya monyoni na se bere biba na se sabre no enam ne position ana na ban wo nti emra ne ntimi ne ni a ochena bi emra ne ntimi ene ni se na ban ne fi wora enka ideally nka ne papa mu pa no nka hu nya se nka party kra no okọ position ye ne emu nipa a o mo ye bibiti a o man na di ba ye system we ne ya akwa ye bibi etesa ba se ye sample net ya eye na ya sani ye se wonantwi ne dua anka no to no enka conform so nsem nti ye ya de bia ne ya twin daache ye betimi asi because ebrebi atwam na Ghana fo nipa bebre sumbo ne din samra boy for a demonstration ahodo ensentro for kind Elimia Erasmus Asarodonko and others advocates kanema na contamine and area of forest reserves no mu ene na sefo sabre no edu ba bi ko mampani ano wo na no danko akufo ado be kan se da bi nyesa na tie onye galamsi Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Abujina po be kan se contamine only permit to do what he is doing at the forest and aban aba or the assembly and as our father ne attorney general so the assembly court if you mobile the abadi a hamming but say chairman so or quatrapo nti nyame ma na hoden na e bompa e ma no se be ya obetima frisa de okoye mu nyina nso hwe so betimi ato obi a ofremu fia minim se na me di nkanka obesua bibia frem ti we are in solidarity with the actual chairman.
But utie the opposition MPP, especially those in Ashanti region executives are. Almost say, "Chama, want to be more than Bob Ashanti region." Na energizing the crime or they call national. Na okra seat ukutamu. Be one term the amount. And I'm going money brain but I'm for be so in if you was at least now what me a form so especially in the Ashanti region.
We interview any question no manika. Nyame is singing what you say. But as politicians, with strategy, anyhow, and if any home. Chairman, won't to me a whole day. Anka no pa the anka was and kaya bonfire for him to become the national chairman. And now good in a mean.
I see.
I want to remember Obe launch agenda 47 ahead of 2020 elections. You no more with the see. You move on to 2028. Or catch us Ashanti region so Obeji sitting in any idea sema or can be brave. A turn as a member of a person as chairman of the region. And I this year recorder, it didn't see that. And I'm a boy. At the time I may campaign. Why a chairman or me should be you know I'm lose one election and I'm winning one elections. And say a group of what you be a frequent swear. And yet you'll be a chairman. Say me offer Kukufu chairman Kukufu nebe we knew or then who nebe we knew. Omunti mi ma mechre de obeye MP wakufo ena kurufo mfo adwene mu da ho omunim de ye omunim se ne o ma fa mu sense akurufo beye constituency 2004 ebesi 2024 20 years ko 2028 no na ye 24 good years o ma hu honorable apia penkra former MP ne modern boy minu a okọ ya me ba ye Alex Blance and almost 4 years the obey. They will assess me for 4 years. Then nipa be all contest maybe so a CPPO, NPPO, MIO, or my year or more comparison. They are not going to vote based on Obia Bekachre say yen to Abanko Bankuma Nanifa. And there's party colors, symbols, personalities and a and the any power more constituencies in the mono. Or money that or more head the Edim Puntu Bebrom, and yet the old Baba the country of Monto Abamana and Monto Abamano. And to me, Mijina will mention it for name contested. But me Busame a Juma. Boy, me share my crew room for any dear me and a number of Busame say, do horse a ye boom conta. Met many be Papa Bia country and a month for Momato Abamana. And he said, car, a shrew any idea in the party. And yes, I was a chick will be a chant of a chairman would me. A chairman would me influence in the party. No, I spy. Never by. I know you're powerful. But Mr. Noble Simon said, rated chairman would me, even within the party NPP crowd. Of course, so a lot going into 2024 elections. So, Obia say, or you're very credible research. As to why NPP lose in Ashanti region. That's a way here without Chairman want to me contributing more than 30%, 40%. Now I need any credible you can say and then Minia Chairman want to me is not a target for the NDC at all. Now I'm running asem. I'm running in the and I will do baby I will do. And yes, what you want to say, Chairman, want to me for that. Now, no national chairman. Now, me, you know, the candidate. Although, let me so intimate, but not a candidate.
See, Nanka, who support Chairman want to me say, Omi winning as a national chairman for the NPP.
Now, why not better and Sandia share the bush for?
I don't know who say the power. On no be national chairman very easy for NDC ana.
What they say ke be ya. Kame bom paye sa na nke yi ne ya papa no ho say oh onye yibia na mra bia ni no na nke ato aba ma no na nke wadi chairman na nke ya hwede wa MPP be senke. When I catch you say, "Man, I am a banana him so with him so some contest to origin and mobile lose." But so corner him no could lose over any news of Papa Biasa. Me na me wadam phobi. I know a national executive no with a position about 12 years back. Now we move from the position I contested position be and I clear say on winning. Now no ya madam for pan and musa say I then I will move a contest to her. Officially, nipa na wo ba ni na be contest no ne ne ma omo ye no. Me tena ha me lose. But me come ani na me lose a e no ye better than say me say yes will be able to me afiri baby na me te no. But yes strategically no accept defeat. So Chairman want to me ade na wo ye a strategic political decision will take here. Or no one so winning elections. No one so winning elections. I'm telling you the fact. But all my country, and tell you be your national chairman or Kolusuya. And that's what national region you too. I don't know why.
I see. Briefly, in budget nunca crana fino etimi ebra kumase. The media review budget. Now, minority no share ni musenka. At forcing I request for additional or supplementary budget. But Massa, what do you think, sir? Aben by moya the writer. I said now, the stability of the economy, especially the currency.
Many physical discipline. A king. When him say, at forcing. Ye were including members in NDC criticizing a way of handling the economy in terms of cash flow. Says it can flow, send it was a flow. Now, my no baby, I say, ye baby, your two, ye be said, ye baby, your whole to go to Oma. Sikabia, na ye, na court, na yes, but say, ye be discipline to make sure that a one person every government person is going to a right direction and also into a right investment or right place. And Kagana ya wusika, but better say a bar. Ye be your motor corner, Sikana, na ye yini, Fahania, ministry, ye do a pen away. What is your commitment authorization? What person will you be as a ministry? But na better commitment authorization say ampa. Your mouth client say idea na wo ye ne business kapia woka. So now what kind of parliament say the performance of finance minister Biano shouldn't be judged by how much I was spending. What I say? But send your word to me about or minor eja pesikano ho ban. Because Ghana yadi amaye na NDC ampan ni kutana nchire say NDC japade e wo Ghana na yadi. We are only caretakers. We hold in trust the resources, the finances of this country to the people of Ghana. And you know, the why you so well discipline, making sure that we are counting the resources in a way obi nya kwan se sika ndi yen award contracts anyhow yen yi sika banko fo a contract no ko mo nya nyeye no na ye tua ye dia hwe akrofo agenda 111 a very laudable policy. Agenda 111 the only problem na memewo is the number of hospitals I see a base in the prekope. And I think that various governments should be very careful those things that we do. Community Day senior high school, Agenda 111, 24-hour markets near there. Say yeah, now sometimes we can be strategic and select areas or here the chronos abreno. Say even 20 grand you bet marshals complete. We do that.
Ezra 94.1
that mass initiating projects and distribution of projects at a time, at a go. Now you're carrying in other order. I am not in support of Saniamano. But yes, Nanka a good policy because we don't have a district hospital. The highest facility we have is a health center at Akufo. And look at the population of Akufo. And think about the hospital, district hospital about Akufo. A very good policy. But yet, bye at the end of the day, no. Uko have a project na do ni sika ye tria ye and the contractor na. And what's a contractor na do 80%. Contractor na do 30%. But you try to 80% sika. Now, I feel that you're auditing you, you're so this is sika beba. And as well, you man do sustain. These are some of the things that a man economy a crash yanasa. What you say? So at 2,000, we share all the sectors. You say, "Well, my economy not stabilized." Me tell you, and now we should the animal teacher for the nurses. A very sensitive, a very good call. Why should Obinko nursing training make 3 years, 4 years? Why should a teacher complete college of education or make 3 years, 4 years? Many workers say, many constituency, my district, Akufo, you will teacher deficit getting to 400 teachers. Make a teacher deficit. Teachers and was on better idea of money when you go schools are. We don't have the teachers. But we have trained teachers sitting at home who are ready, willing to teach. But government is winning. We have nurses at home, but you go to the check compounds and many work and health centers, baby, and some what the district. We have limited nurses. We have deficit in nursing. Nurses personnel are also more. So you manage your second now 2 years a year. We will get to a time we will have money if you find a nipan ne so acquire nurse, you find a ne so acquire teacher near. We have the financial clearance and the assurance is that nipan acquire human within the month and the year between. Last time we were asking as a caucus, so no. I told my colleagues, I also go the better economy and a crash. We are fixing the economy, stabilizing the economy to make sure that the economy will have the strength so that we will employ more and the money will be there to pay them on time. But I can say, I could find about 400 new teachers. Post Omonkwa. Obia will be happy to get appointment later today. But after 3 months demonstration saying we came to meet over 15,000. I employ more. I think nursing and teaching. And I only financial clearance. You would carry out how many times normally demonstration. So if you don't have the money to pay them, you can't employ them. You can't. That is the reality. Although, it's pleasant, to say that but you can also employ somebody where he will move from Nifie to a new district to be an answer baby to teach or call rent it or be didi or be shot idea or yari or be no. Not a was a 7 previous. Yeah, manisika. Bosumi, no bosumi. Obey their crown, what you may not get fine at natural idea. 94.1. And now what you make a yard for.
I see. But you've said something so touching. Consistently, we've been saying it here. The mass projector, about or you know. If it's not with ill motive, yantiasie. And the almost you know, the answer can was a hapa. I knew Sananka by coming by this year. But certain one, as a most man, Yanesa. Is I as a dance from you visit 24 economic market to all. I dance as quite ECB or Obercall Tepa ECB or Obercall Bolaban boy ECB or almost all the 266 or so MDS or Ghana no. ECB market to all. At a go. You know, now NDC about 4 years. ebe wie na ebi kura na 5 kura no na complete na kan wuram and other than as a member of parliament unyina ona so na consistently unye advocacy against this mass project na aban bia ba opese woyi.
Well, a good call and a no, but me my way from Mumbebre only say me a communicator. I am part of the government communication team. I have never shy away from saying the if you say me imagine you know that is the beauty of democracy. Makasa I said we mean and the assurance was that these projects are here, they are young budget, and we are sure of where the money is coming from. That is going to be part of the common fund of the assemblies. And as many workers say, first year, 25% of project in Isikano, the accounts will be at the council, every district, every MMDE says it can 25% in a down. For the project, and that they are not giving the money this time to the contractors. The contractors have to work to a certain level before you better any Fiadeka. And in this case, won't you mean Jessica said the Adena 111 on which is kind of man? Koye, you better any Kasana, Sa contract we had a tier. Into the assurance is that the German won't be completely.
And you trust that process?
Yes, I am only because the way Kobasa wins on Yamen Fasa, my wins on Kobo for Modia. We will stand firm publicly on radios, on TV, in newspapers, even press conference to criticize any government who will make any attempt to do that mass projects, unbudgeted projects. Not time they are wasting public funds. But until say me I said, and I got a call. And you catch them winning share. And to their work but this one can fail. I hope and trust in this government that we don't make the mistake to repeat what happened with the community day senior high school agenda 111. Very bad. That is going to defeat the reset promise. If we are resetting, then we are not going to be copying and doing the same, repeating the same mistakes of the previous years. So yeah. Let's do what we can do and do it well and complete and go to another.
Very well. Robo no pay ye na se na yenya se ba bitan be som constituency so. Na mi sha no mre. Yes, yeah, that's it. Abusia mene adanse Akrofom member of parliament honorable Joseph Azuma and I no akodi command of pay and we say you can now be on here, but I'm happy said now we are getting a new crop of members of parliament. They are trying to be more nationalistic, more Ghanaian than their party, and I'm so happy. If you didn't say you almost 30%, oh man, you say more. I think and then I mass project. But me see Ghana, me busa last week say, "Yama me adia ba ko na ye mass project aban bi sha ase a otimi wie ye. Ye nwie bi da by say no 10% into ne ba ye pese ye man new contract. Nanka adan na say be 10 new senior high schools under this budget. 10 new senior high schools. E obra old ones na aban no asha ase kura no. Oba ye no, ontimi nkɔhwe nkɔwie ye. On share ye ye be see new ones. Hospitals are buying that are no share. Even NDC are buying share. Ne MPP are buying so ever to us. Enye ye. Ba buy you know. Was me say be see Makati Sword, construction of a new hospital. Edentia. The one was as and unye. For about one me, what about unye, or chef new one I say. Edentia. And when we ask this, honorable say, or trusted the process, no. The same thing, and MPP also trusted the process, no, Nanado. Ewo 46 million US. Ewo what about railway line? Obuase, Kase, Edum. Near trusted process, nepa. At the end of the day, no, we pay 2 million. Project no crown, ya nye, ya jano. At the same trust, and a buy. Senior Zongo, Aquaba.
Yeah,
Ibiaba Cordia,
Yamiadumo.
Ibia Kwasokama.
Oh, Yamiadum.
Yamiasi, if you
ya Babasum.
Pa na a hard drink. Come on, me happy what the MP no aka no pa. I'm so happy. Pa the MP no aka no. When if you be getting members of parliament Frank, irrespective of Abaya was we not buying also. And now all you both to say that I'm happy. Mami couldn't come away briefly, Mrana, for your discussion. I say, we a very educational, me person, me name, the senior lawyer, lawyer Chum Berema, in your pay on the regional tribunals. Well, I want to kind of pay, me watching, but I don't be able to call here. Very well. The person who it minimum for Accra. The regional tribunal are obeying at the EBA. What is it coming to do from the lowest court to the apex court, the Supreme Court? And to me, Enye.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
What kind of idea? As I mean, what's the other thing to grab? Because every court that you establish, before the court, but not court, we are a individual.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
I didn't know the first track high court by. Was there not a high court and not a year cases? That is not before my uncle first track high court by. There were courts. And I didn't tell me that. For the first track high court, no better.
But you can say, yeah, first try high court, a year justification. Council, as we speak, I want to view.
Mr. Say, yeah, the bad year. The intermediate, see what some now would be can be done, Mr. I didn't know Supreme Court or other inferior courts, any higher courts, war 9 year cofa tribunal. Now, what the bar is not I didn't get more than anything made man one now for proba. Mammy from Miami office and women example himself. Narcotics Control Commission. You're prosecuting court for. Or more anybody who get the eye at Children, your Domco court. Ain't can and I said before saying about better as I could answer. Now, court on the corner, a court, the eye can be a court. And they appear my young court. In the entrance of an your dedicated court, a friend of court is in some one. So what I say, and no interest said, nay, your court and another court, you and the beings of that, and I didn't know who I am court. So what's the discussion? I just want to build a premises anything be as I said. It is not because court being what that. Sometimes we have workload need be who they say, your money may be anything may be so. I was a mic so. Not a mic load need gunson. You need the man the producer, you know, in AB's line of coming to me because all cast a mic and one coffer into the panelist. A mic and one friend guest hour won't be more phones. So, Sir Mike and one picky phone calls. Sir Mike and answer interviews. Sir Mike and one sign and coordinate everything of the program. What may I mean? Over at some point. from the beginning you can forward mum no ka say o make my near the mouth and at some point we have a complaint at some point we be complaints ni ban me say you say courts ni be ni say be one ma e book court no kondo so I didn't even break the system like that. And this is not illegal. Tribunal system is not illegal. Tribunal system and Ghana and Kwan practice be. You the question the money money answer. Or my being in Ghana is she and legal practice freedom. Sir Mike.
So
or my being in Ghana is she and legal practice freedom.
Council, you say if the United Kingdom, right? If I'm right.
Thank you very much. United Kingdom now one a year English abroad memunu a woman you could see a maras some brand some free woman samano. You know they practice tribunals. I mean can be doing so. 1957, there was a committee called the Franks Committee. Franks Committee. And the commission said one more examine the mechanism of tribunals in England and Wales. The committee reported that tribunal system will develop to be an increasing important part of the legal system. This is England, 1957. Now we have one time a recommendation. This was say one of the key recommendations I want to say they have to ensure that the tribunal procedures are discernible, they are open, and they are fair. There is also a case which was also held in the same United Kingdom in the year 1995. The case near the Peace Grade and Company versus Summers, 1995. And I was a case, tribunals play an important role in reducing the number of cases that have been that has to be heard in the courts. And in see, like I said, Oko UK now, there were immigration appeal tribunals. So Oko Tanawa free Ghana have about UK. Now person open crack at Singapore. Samai. Now ebi awodi application to go home office no. You refuse a baby a okoya appeal. Emma ye je otuma na se dia ye kasa ye friend ma wono. Immigration appeal tribunal. Me, I want to make a say. I have appeared before several immigration appeal tribunals in England, several of them, in Birmingham, in Tamworth, among other places. To Trent and they come. Okay? Your pension appeal tribunals, pension cases. Your VAT and duties tribunal are a receive and as a share issues from the General Commissioners of Income Tax and Social Commissioners of Income Tax. There was Social Security and Child Commission Support Tribunal. Child support cases and other income support cases. There were land tribunals, resolve dispute concerning lands. There were transport tribunals, dealing with driving instructors, training drivers instructors, and there were employment appeal tribunals, and this determine a dispute between employer and employees. There were rent tribunals, and also dealing with leasehold issues and other things and rents. This is United Kingdom. Sir Mike, United Kingdom. Woman, you madam saying, woman, Simata, never. Opa judges are abba. I not judgment to be true be that a woman on the walk. Dinner never wish you to be a fellow Denny who wouldn't know. What would they? So what I say?
But council, have some of your colleagues been so cancer? We've experienced this tribunal before our Ghana. I'm why how you sue ye the intimidate Ghana phobia. Na any cancer a bassa. I don't know. Omuni GDA was such tribunal no ebano emu. And again, one cancer colleague, lawyer was able to offer no pay. Crown so I can say a per se, ye kick 710 tamodia. Other than any anchor, ye open up more of this high court na intimi emphasize okay the case is not done say you have to tribunal ede aba.
So basically what he's saying is that we should create more courts.
Exactly, but not tribunal.
Not tribunal, no, but it's not a system, a judicial system that is also going to assist in adjudicating the case.
Ezra 94.1.
You must be also be popular and I manage my perform. I don't think we are getting too much. What you say? I don't mean case of the argument you make being you. But Obian will be often get the FDABA. The point I'm establishing here is that and say and Rawuna Trabuna Bia, a dear Singina, or then interested know the buying yet. The beer will be a draft shaft and would do our than we or Mebuana. Very good. It is a Nura, not Trabuna's name Moawa. And now what they buy, you shaping it to make it good, to make it a blessing than to become a curse. They are going to be lay persons on the tribunals.
Exactly.
Good. You know England still practice lay system in their magistrate courts.
But what is their political inclination? Say Oba Ghana, and they asem kraba na edi asem wia. Ya womo omeka say judge no kra no wanya indis no MPP ni. So these individuals kra no a ye de omo aba board no so or omo beka ho no. People have the belief that when you're software, so it's when you most of them will have a link to a political party, which their decision may not be in favor as a national decision.
Everybody in Ghana is linked to a political party, including even you.
Cancer.
Because you vote. The moment you vote, it means you are aligned to a political party. The mentioned to about 2024. That is why some of us had issues with that. Because the moment you vote, what take your side? One, two more political parties in the work permission, you vote for one. Everybody here. The faster one say political party in your mind you are with them. So what kind of side you are going to need be a man and be also. Okofa obi bia de ne be gina ho a ayenfo akase ni mun kitu okuno nyina afo mun da gina obenya say we support you this pa we support you this pa everybody
Ezra 94.1.
ye kan sa afa say tangent ne so a ye nya Ghana ni bia ma ni di bia ni o mamu ka because everybody in this country except those who decide not to vote, even those who don't vote and within them abanos want to be but within him or her or will be here, and I say, or line be a wood down and Kahono video. And then there are some Rasa will be and could be political line back also. Cincinnati will be in this. Everybody will find a line to follow.
Okay.
Okay. Inti, what kind of sound quan, you're the from so. Now, that is not said, you want to be in some that don't they vote? They vote in most elections. Inti.
But me last election man twaba but my twaba be 3 4 more than that if you are any say be me your party no but I believe say be message that party no at the eba at that time no favorable bit me aboa me twaba we that is all.
I know, but it means once you share with them, you are with them. You share their positions. You share a policy that they intend to bring. You know that it's going to benefit you, or benefit your family, or benefit your future, be anything. So you side with them. That is why they are better with that. But for that, you will never even try that. What do I say? The person making say, if we attach political implications to everything, that is what we need to understand. And we should always try to bury that thing a bit. And say, We must start from somewhere. We must start from somewhere.
Very well. Council, your time now, no. You are saying, sir, this tribunal, no, be complement the other core system, or why as for mine.
It will. Now, who is the engine? You shape course in your practice rules. No, but all these things is to shape what happens in the court. So that you don't just do what you want. And to what I say tribunals, air quality, I run at the other. Okay, I'm running the other. Air quality, the air whom you are meeting with the law again. The air be out meeting. And you'll be now that I was sorry upon to say, if you need a process, sorry, sir, Mike, we are your friend. Tribunal chairman. One for the man who puts it down, actually, no bull, Yatra for a better tribunal chairman. I'm reviewing your renewal and a bull with you. And no sign I was so challenging. But some rather on it, dear. You use the same law to shape it and make it better for the benefit of Ghanaians. You see, no, for example, for dinner, can I say, but see, you have to be an own answer. I am not intending and you don't want to shape it right and make it right today.
Ezra 94.1.
Very well.
Yes, mean, I said, no, I don't know. You didn't say, Mike, I said, no, I'm going to and then the beacon by my dear. That would be a wrong, a wrong argument. How for you run? What have we done right to make it better today? That's what we are supposed to do.
Very well. Council, I pay your nasi pa and umra when you're at the Amai. I don't know if you're said there be a bull pruno, you better sign a baby. As you many lawyer Chumberima, a deputy director general, Narcotics Control Board, and of course, an international lawyer. And I don't know I couldn't command or pay Papa Jackson, Vaja Kaba, the micro from Aminafi. You say I'm common as it. Be able to dear.
Young Pardon, Sir Mike.
Very well. Aquaba so. You say, Utianatia.
About your eye.
Said your quiet, you could dear.
Young Pardon.
Susan, so near come up.
About your young
prophet Akrabai.
Sir Mike, my more about so, no production team. In fact, you must swam where my. Yes, and to my name, yes, I for name. But they be an Abibia into me, Macranayana, Timo, Shomo, Mekai. That was Wednesday. Now, me follow more on social media a year handles. You know, in fact, you guys are doing a very massive work. That's it. Mammy, tell me home right now. You send common assay. So, I'm sure both TV and radio, you try home now. Yadin Katwaba, Yera, Ariba. Azongo or development consultant na I believe you chairman vice president di moto abana ma de anka ba now nka or the Jubilee House as a vice president ba man to ama no nti watemani ha so na Papa J deputy regional communications officer hopeful edema NDC and also etmenim ma me man lawyer kwa ba na fi ntwa kubra Lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu, Ribo Hina Associate, was a legal team member at my NPP. Kanza Kraba,
yo, Major so,
via Bokodia,
Yamiado,
Obana, Mechama, none hoya dear. Yeah, what did you not pay?
Oh, I know power did he
with Kukwana
or Beba out, still, Obepi.
Now, not Poyando, see command by Enron, so now prison PR so can say. What are you for some?
But definitely, Obaba.
I say, Garine, ni milo no.
Yes.
Some of the corner said I'm pet
or non penny, open morning quay. More pan and quay, more than a diana. Per morning quay. But Obaba. I see, I tell Mama.
Medase.
Right, Yanas, Nayan Sign, Emma Makwaba. We are live on Ezra TV, Ezra Radio, Facebook, Ezra Radio. You like, share, never comment to Binyam Rack and Kind
Ezra 94.1.
Ira Zongo, Papa J, and I feel lawyer Evans. Yeah, Twan Common so and pay. My started to Sinazungo, one of the kind a buy. Chairman of Chibusiakon, now or some. It's been confirmed. The party in for the hierarchy of the party alcohol.
Ezra 94.1.
A year. And then the Yakoda sorry this week. I say that the original tribunal also back. I facing a lot of backlash, concerns from some lawyers and some Ghanaians are almost to say almost the kind of original tribunals the Ezra
94.1 at Kumasi.
The next 10 minutes. What I remember, me too.
Yo, Medase, Meda, or tearful so as a Ghana who you Miami, it's not so. The woman Yano Crano, and I was here, particularly Yamo Yenina party behind. Now,
Ezra 94.1 at Kumasi.
Make Maka say, I did cheer this be a convicting the power. Omo concern wom your prisons are Kenyan. But there be a nipano. Nimunye du NG din e de se to me. And also when Jina put a party be our platform. And ama aye news ya ye nyina ye den.
Ezra 94.1 at Kumasi.
Want to me conviction and no me in America. One. Conviction no a matter of law. So I would make no conviction a matter of law. But circumstances are a leading to our conviction there political.
Ezra 94.1 at
conviction
Kumasi.
A purely a matter of law. A mra and omode juma. And me name say sa won to me case you cry. And yet NDC by yana sa case in shasi you. As a civil society organizations be.
Yeah.
And a deep kind a petition abino. Into a petition abino, not just say a whole investigation near the Asha. It is at the Abuga Pele Modia. I MPP, I go for over two, that two yana, a Jina court dada. Anna, or more convicted Abuga Pele, Sana went to media Pacoye. Anna,
but Echo Court there. I shall say in 2025.
Yeah, and I make us an investigation. Yeah, listen, I make specific. But Mamma Kadia,
Ezra 94.1
leading because people are trying to add that political angle to it. So how they make it. It's not a conviction, the matter of law. And not the idea say we need mra. You say any church room, men kwajina be be nyedede. One, the entire say political and say. One, I dare me who say, hey, we are who so empower ignorance.
Ezra 94.1 at Kumasi.
When ignorance is empowered. She went to me at home. I mean, Casa Winchell. I do as a for a Casembi. Sassam now a Kayano. Between who maybe in another match went to Mediano. Because I do as a for Casa during COVID time. Mentimi ho na no in charge of
94.1 at Kumasi.
No, a sector minister.
Yes, sector minister. Was a World Bank. Was a World Bank contract. Was a World Bank contract. Now that time na school feeding no. Some so COVID time no. Na school for nyina na ama obi akwa kwatena dai efie. Meanwhile, you so one sign so how they make no. Eno no ka say
Ezra 94.1
was it no koya de no Jubilee House. And was one side. And was to me a lawyer. Na men family san kwashase. Ne wie na asamba mo de makwa kwada. Na me de dia asopa me. Was intina it is said ye free su ya ebi mo ho no mo yam hyehyehye wo mu. Na de me hu ya na say one won me
Ezra 94.1 at Kumasi.
Exim Bank.
Yeah, me de hwe Exim Bank. Na me hwe sika bia. Yes, so a G, yeah, that's 50 million Ghana cedis was a say. Say, I buy $10 million. Yeah, they be able to say, I buy the free soon. Yes, 7th
January.
Yeah.
And you swear in the new president.
Yeah.
8 January no.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
50 million Ghana cedis. What would you mention? Yes, a Nibia and Nida Hubian. You know, say, or is illiterate. Say, who is at that point now? One fan is Uncle Shas you. So, one contest, you know. Because Kobe was a lot of questions. And they raise a lot of issues. But also, call ya pa. One day, bet me you
94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Some man at where I ya son.
Summer boy.
Also, Abujina Pro eba out. So I would the mention. Eba say. Minister no, sector minister no. Sir, I said, virtually, to say the illegal man will need the rightful documentation. What's so
94.1.
President by not president I about the clear no. But one share that illusion of absolute power no. So be dia kunya so I hear a president or because a president to crony and
I think a kind of president be clear no. I remember that time no na almost illegal mining and a president Becca say at the time there wasn't any illegal mining activity
because issues you know what I investigative bodies one more. Oh president and the other can so the issues are with the appropriate agencies. So what they mention no. But you don't come in to try to defend the person because as I'm not career no. See how the focus on my investigations because already president
is 94.1
and my say want to me was so empowered and Ezra bank asemuya na me try say me find out but the mekwati yan say say me find say oje sa Ezra bank loan on the on the 9th of December company now what the kokwaje sha sika no company there they what company no company no 14th December what would you mention say me find say wa kwaje sika ne company
no me try no
that's use the microphone.
No, yes, we draw attention to something. You see, the focus here went to me imprisonment. We shouldn't shift focus when a matter is before a court of law. Now, start to say, penetrating now, you are preempting or prejudicing the court. Until if we can do away with that.
Thank you very much for that
question. But now me try to underscore the fact say, I say, one to me no. I had to say the power no ma. She was acting with impunity. And she, Abasa say.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Basa, you'll be in trouble. And I say this yama or more currently, or more a hold government appointees. He said, "Se many are going to say more presidential backing, Tino. Met my idea, because at the end of the day, power is transient. And I'm
94.1
president now backing Kumasi. I don't know if you so cry or not so cry. Yet me no question then. Yet me yeah. At least you won't be president.
The law
the law is the law. And you know, say oh yeah bibia. Obi be president and say crony and dia. But the o share the na want to me ya wo. Ashanti region hana.
Ezra 94.1
president Kurano waje national security. And the who say ignorance was empowered. And the other say circumstances leading in court to that conviction. The who say highly political, but conviction the emra and the other law of competence jurisdiction as a day.
Court of competent
jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Court of competent jurisdiction. The maraba and the conviction bar. Me ametie mintimi and what can wasem.
If you know,
the only thing I can say there could be an appeal, and I think that there is always that window. So I would mention, and Matis also make appeal.
Yeah,
and Tibia, a bomb person be appeal never kono. Maybe an unknown be a one kakra. So I would mention. I say a maximum sentence 25 years.
Yes,
and a lawyer no year I judge no man 20 years. Ebia no I can say they back 15 years. Now the whom I say. And yet, I don't
want to make case who I said last Monday prime say omo de na ba side na back court
last Wednesday
yeah. And also yes I the Numuri forest
Tono Numuri
Ezra 94.1
I say I play bargain no in respect of sir we know you can say sir I as in bank you know omun yin tumu wa ho de mention let us say share won't me kwa cases na akoye bebre ntimi busa me ho say nti sa cases we nyina
Ezra 94.1 Adum Kumasi
nti pepe obedam how many years so wa ho de mention no me hu pa but there I was and so adusua de pa ma currently omo hold the positions any omo affiliated to government okay say free na ko ye hwe hu ye na de ba ko me meka ne say Mrana wagan has to but the moment a camping fish, yes, ye and Tiasia. I know because we can so two for making statement to some Tamba. As some kind of say, yes, I never put in Corana or the Unkakudi Pano. So I'm near the Macapajina court. But Kempins and Anka say a day. Actually. Okay. And yes, I'm a camping back when I say Yasun and Tia Baba say, say camping in Obian Hobekan, Obian Hobekan, you use as a president. Okay. Now one also so now even international law ran to Cassia and sue young says you. But say young grand, yes, when I said, well, here that your mother Becca ensure a near brown. But thank you. You thank you. Let's about 1 minute touch on the trouble now, so you come back.
Ezra 94.1 Adum Kumasi.
My memory lawyer once.
I say or pages in
yes. Lawyer. Want to me is in prison.
Yeah.
What went wrong? You know, didn't come out now. We teach them so neighbor and koyi any other day. Now I say judge no or a. Yes,
from point of law, yes.
Ezra 94.1.
No, me that's me fa kwanya iso na me nchia watie for ene wa hwefo nyina. Me I'm not looking at the obia cancer Joseph aka and I say the SC previously and I made ba but I'm looking at because I say a purely law. Enti emra ehho asem ne eka. Emra so de then ye nyusu inferences a eye asem obi kan ye and Joseph be kan because law mu no person to Section 116 and 117 of the Evidence Act. No, so obisi ni nyina no hearsay and hearsay is inadmissible. So I'm attacking the judgment. It is the judgment that I'm focusing on, and I'm looking at all the pleadings, everything, including evidence adduced our courts and on what seven America. Because then the conviction.
94.1.
You see, the point is there is nowhere in the judgment I can't say wound to me himself. Wakoye galamsey nowhere assembly nyina say won to me kuta valid license to operate as a minor or minor na man license okuta or the year adwuma ana company bi de
Ezra
ne company as a conta mining adwuma. The point is won to me just a director, one of the directors of the company, and no fear directors are. So if a company sins and as a company near Bonia, the punishment should be meted on the company because company is also an artificial person and our directors near natural persons. Now, young koso, the company in Pukra de to home. Uti evidence and a kosumina na say hearsay. Henry Okum Obia who say or say, won't to me can say, min conco dua kube na min reclaim baby a umadi can ye a 2 or more, na yensan reclaim sa. Ubusa Gomashi, I obedi a dance here, make state prosecution witnesses, I obedi a dance here now. Ukuni say, Omunina statement to Omoka and police near obedi a dance here. I think PW3, obedi a dance here, and also cano. Emphatically, I say, went to me by report to a police station, ma almost say, in fact, baby, ya the man on our what too good, and Uncrophobia, Abahwa, almost to 822, Sikakoko, and Numun Omquache, Henry Okumi. Edene bias into Henry Okumi no ye I suspect I chain in a way cannot say accused person. A do state in a necessary once I made all by prosecute me by star witness at the tia wound to me. And Brahma quite obey me a casasa or major but made all by dance here the tia winty. A bastard or back country will be an other by Juma. What I say because you were free. That thing no always the law permits, but it's very dangerous.
But the law permits.
The law permits, but it is very dangerous.
In principle of law, dear.
In principle of law, in the eyes of the law, yes. A bit near you so any do open or the absolutely.
Me you suba akodi etiamo
man akano. Absolutely.
Even though we are part
of
the crime.
The crime. That's all. The law permits. But it is very dangerous. At times it can go against somebody's fundamental rights. Because the mechano ana nija won't me state the mechano ana de be adwuma. It would evidence and no more Kenyan na eye untumi oath against Henry Okum oath. Untumi say me can say could be and pass. The court did not avert in the mind as a whether or not Senator Kubeni Yabia.
No, dear Kubeno.
Near Bia Kubeno so ho. The court didn't avert in the mind anko Kubeno woho Yabia reclamation. But Okuna some of court is where we did judgment. I've read the judgment. Me anti meka meka. Okuna some of Saka and say a bread drew baby no. Only the call no who say go do some honor no started so be too. Because won't me a man is a on family reclaim assassin in tea. Utusika corner, no the being so about reclaim. That was cross examination at Ura Stream side. Ebisa no say, oh, my Wiscasa for berry reclaim, not say daddy. But me do or not go to so on and go to another a berry reclaim. Look at all these things.
So here we are. The commentary I want for your honor say, how can you give a lander yet this so now also on reclamation? Now, so Mama will discuss for reclamation. And what people are saying is that even reclamation, the cost of the crown was saying, Sassanakasa was selling.
You see,
Ekoban said, how many pennies? Why do you expect a person to get money from to do that?
But I say, the court is not a court of assumptions and presumptions. And yet, the Obia General on your deca. Meet me a massa say, I can't trust a cocoa dear Kube mame. Provide a seminar provide Kubena. You can go. You only come for one casa. Ebi adwumana me kwa ni sika obehi na me de amawo. What you say? Not necessarily say because reclamation it depends upon the angle you are seeing. Because reclamation ebi aye big reclamation na obi kwa kwaye. And your reclamation na obi beka to say reclamation a name. Aye semantics. But obi so bet maka to say eno an yesan fa na afforestation and as afforestation. Kona kodua dua hono mame. Kodua could be Abraham provide with seedlings to go and plant it. What you say? So but the point is that is not the issue. The point is issue and say they don't want to me authorize. There was not the issue. Now what they did want to me authorize and say onkonko tu ayi na galamsey na onko ya illegal mine ho. Clearly o kan wo court say eno de won tumi anka sa ankyere no utie Henry Okum evidence no cross examination na won tumi anka sa sem na anya dan ankyere no de momonu mom ene hunu say sika kokko ho nti otubia na ode bi nso abe reclaim asase no. Now let's take it that before so per our laws already section 99(2) na echinyeje aba ho no na o sign the beto to your conveyancing act one section 2 of the conveyancing act before a bit me the land am obi no it supposed to be in writing and also odigu kratas what was the evidence I say won to me the asase am obi so nkoye so adwuma and also you need to get the evidence say me the asase we e the amount say koye asase we so adwuma amama so kutu mine because play mining act na me dey ma no act na kire 1992 honom a kire say esese odigu krata so na de ma ansa na yakọ eno akini ye conveyancing act so kire sa it ye oath against me oath na judge gina we so na o se mama wo to me 20 years by Henry Okum ko because he an charge obia is it a fair judgment first of all. Now, the point I'm making is at the time I who lapses for her because what you dance for an Ekasa PW1 here saying kwa Gomoshisi or non fan and who win to me rather name Henry Okum and a catcher and say win to Henry Okum cry statement and also win to me many jana the second accused now at large no our at large no sa accused person I say I want na third na I said third accused was a second oh no e hono kra no na bo na mane say onkonko yes adwuma no and also cry hobby. It will be teeny na ye say, we na catch them say, a honor, your friend here say, a take catch which is in admissible, pursuant to section 116 and 117 of the evidence act. Yet the hawk rat to honor near you will free at the time the lawyer are making application to the court. 94.1 I say you make referral and Franco Supreme Court. no pursuant to article 132 and article 21 and my coin says bibi achinije bi ba ho abetima judge no so betima ahwe mu take decision. The reason is that in the case of Republic versus Mekankan and Senator Rollins and no and Republic akosa S party akosa ni nyina ye clear say court ni timi kan say judge no betimi ahwe pleadings a ewo ho nyina judge no ohwe Senator de a okan ya ene Mekankan state Supreme Court as mo kan say wo betimi ahwe o judge na kasa betimi ahwem so hu search nyije bia nimu a wo betimi decide. But in the case of akosa no enye Mekankan decision no court ni bia na no kan say ade a say imprecise meaning ambiguity wo ade bi mu a look at the pleadings itself. Your pleadings ni nyina na hwe mu asem nyina na opa uhunu say convince wa refer the matter to eti obi ani ho at that time na wo sentence say won't me abra ne lawyer kura nso ni. That also goes against the fundamental right. It me who say won't me was there but won't me
at the time we are not touching and we call say ne buy graduation ti attaching pa.
Yeah,
a lead council at the man opposition regional chairman of the party vying for a national chairman. And you saw your lawyer.
Yeah,
a day of judgment no also the crata akoma court say ka be ankomon twen. Unya the reply.
Ezra,
then you travel and you come and tell Ghana for say now we buy a graduation and then now we couldn't afford the graduation of Obano and you think say the court no there let me afford the judgment day no at the atwa wo say ko graduation
was that my mema answer me I'm not looking at any statement. The issue I'm looking at is whether or not attachment was there. That is the question. But as to the reason attachment no I'm not interested, but whether or not attachment was there and whether or not says attachment you are caught on between you know that the wheel of justice grinds what slowly. And then so if the wheel of yes and yet form of delay that is because we bet my journey the case no I'm a 1 week. What at the end of best no if the wheel of justice grinds slowly at the end you see judge no kwan say me ntimi ajane for 1 week ma attach and return okoy o mai meba
so an call the graduation nso a
you don't know the circumstances in the graduation no entwen sa graduation na entwen bi emo ba court na sem no meba
o hwe individual na ba ko no ono ne private work no
yes
and stop with the
me your lawyer me private work say me tima say me buy area na me buy incident bi asia metimi as record say me ntimi ma court and no nche say court no pre no ho
okay
and also pre no ho di asem
no that way to take a decision say me pre ana me pre
yes ya hunu bi pen case law I established say ura chachuchikata ne lawyer two kwan that day no nim say abema judgment obema yi o resist issue ne say the lawyer two kwan ti one chairman na judge ni pronounce or judgment and your basis ura chachuchikata the court ma o ye court timi ja no
okay
so when him say it misses any case law there
there's a lacuna bi
that is so
okay
that is so enti enya yem pray ho the wheel of justice grinds slowly there ade enti na opre ho no ama judgment let us say bibi share kire pion for judgment bra metima ko regional tribunal
10 na so enti nka me wi a
okay
na
enti opre ho ama judgment say opesa judgment na mra and 10
enti as a lawyer you believe say want to have a case or co appeal between
absolutely. To me, absolutely, because he has to apply for bail pending appeal.
Okay.
And or ye bail pending appeal, then obebe fee. Enti e ma bail we are. Ebe court of first instance, court na di kan bua no. Obedi kan ko say me pese me call appeal. Wa ma na kwan na utwa ma obeti ma dismiss no. Wa utwa ma no repeat your court of appeal.
Okay.
We are bail no de bail atum.
Okay.
Bail no so be granted whether you like it or yes. Or granting the bail no fee, no court na appeal ni di. Inti appeal ni di kwa no ntiasia until say appeal ni be
appeal no wie no 6 years kwa no a
absolutely ogusu ofie enu mpo onte ne ho ase a obetima akofo so e Supreme Court repeat as an application akọ
enti so nya kwa appeal no nko ade a obetima request for bail of appeal
bail pending appeal and that one
bail pending appeal no
definitely to be granted man ombema no
mandatory
that is so
say was a court de ma
because we challenge the decision no of court of first instance moment appeal ni bedam no and binding ni biom obia me me yebi e wo court bebre mama ma ba fie ana eguso na ye ko appeal
when I say the match omaje So you're a student of law, and I think the lawyer is educating us so much this morning.
Really, in fact,
yes,
I'm really enjoying it.
Bail pending appeal.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, what bail pending trial.
Yeah.
And it will bail pending appeal. Bail pending trial no say bigusu di asem na no e wo court ho na no. Eno no de ye nwie atu betima ma me bail. Ne wo bail pending appeal. Enti adu ko say ya entem na lawyer for no kra pass ada no ana mu nim say de no betum akehye ombotom. Na omo de atum.
Okay.
Omo de tuma eno ano no. Na afi omo ti ase eno ano appeal no. Ya ma ne bail wi a oguso court. Afi na entokuro na ohunu wo de judges na keka ni nyina yam no. Afi na judges ne attack santokuro.
Na je say utimi say de tie de utimi wondem kura be.
Na fi say nto mbetena okay so eso omo nkwa api.
3 weeks kura.
Aha.
Abaje. Let's say Mashada NDC for Mashada na mo.
I'm so be jelly 43.
Oh sir.
Sa na nam mfuna mani. Untumi ne kura be court na iko jelly no anopa. Ne di kan bona mane say oh 20 years. To start bye no watch ni bibia no ya we. Wow, we can
94.1.
It NDC for net don man no. Debi. Debi o. Ya me ma wo ni say. Ya me ma wo ni say. Ya me the hard na senior mpacho ma me fa eyin nto o. Hwe. Ya ma me je ya see we na tumu ne say. ECOWAS de ne eyin e ba no. ECOWAS de ne judgment e ba no na eda omo face
Ezra 94.1.
Was it same side na one of them. Ana yibeka say one of them na yibeka say munipa eduji tamaklo. Eduji yes no omo nyimfiri ho. Edi ntina what media ba beto say ECOWAS betwa atwa ne nsem nyina mu. Et information say di omo kuta di omo control bibia tutie fifi kweta. Obeka kiro say aban no botaye nti opeso ya nti wa fa bibia.
Eduji Ezra 94.1.
Enya me eduji so the battle. Ebu kokobe.
Edi ade na boy. Zamai. Mame bedna lawyers. Enyime anope o maye legal education.
Sure. They are school.
Me no mi no. Yes,
oh yeah.
Ezra 94.1.
Me French I guess here Emma me co-panelist. In fact, Anna regional minister I will show you me deal. Once I miss me pida me mukaka.
Yeah.
I will show on my wapo. Regional minister my wapo.
Regional minister on your lawyer.
I say oh money. Say regional minister money tie fa. Also sorry you.
Say my program piano minister be say
Oshe. Oh any other na say young regional minister minister other na say send your regional minister hwe nyina.
Hwe nyina.
Minister nanka je ba find from the jar. To me there.
The minister
minister is causing the defeat of Poyando. No, let me say it.
And I mean to
Million Frank, he is caused the defeat of Poyando. So Poyando we near. Now you are Santa Regional Minister.
I didn't hear.
How can you be a regional minister? We be called election or region. Now we know solicitor for fun.
What control no?
Solicitor fines that matter no. So on can say no nyai. I just hear. This is my what the issue about a year Jama won to me
Ezra 94.1
baby about the regional tribunals no the America afa ho ene say ye mu bi judgment no e baaye no na in fact na anye one bebre because ye nim say act no lawyer
94.1
the minimum and then the maximum a year sentence and I was saying wunya no a 15 minimum of 15 years and a maximum of 25 years and I'm about
oh yes sir
okay eti
me wa kono maximum
oh say 25 years or I know about 20 years
no per the law no
midpoint
men correct kakra bi na senior to so per the laws of Ghana no if the person the first time or the brush of the law you go for minimum sentence, which is 15 years.
Yes, so first time
offender. Because he has not had any encounter or a brush with the law. Now what command 20 years.
I don't know, sir. I don't know. Base, it is highly discretionary.
Yeah. That is so, and I'm saying say a base is say a hokrampuno. The sentence is harsh and excessive. You have be omnibus grounds. Omnibus grounds now one of them the sentence is harsh and excessive. A horse or back or this omnibus grounds no. Omnibus grounds or medical stay and sana grounds are we na kasa yam from Swan.
And I'm intimidation.
Exams by exams a baby
knowledge is not neutral.
Yes. By exams now about culture.
So we could read in history the etymology of expertise. I must say one, experience, the word experience. And actually, it's a sound about as education level and after they produce experts. And what we do is let me use expertise to do public even consensus. Yes. Oh, where they were expert to. Yeah. Into your expert opinion.
Yeah. Yes.
And people sometimes think that's a neutral. What is legal? But we can say, what we call expertise, the only established
Ezra 94.1.
What is legal? What is moral? What is it? And you know, be also what you know. As a man legal education, but you could see, say, orientation is towards
inclination.
So, he's representing
He's a legal team member of the MPP.
Yes.
So in as much as one man legal education, you
can see, sir.
He's a law student, and I'm giving him a exam tips. Because me time me try exams na be by I say mention 3 omnibus grounds. I'll be able to me their call. Ebi na mama no. The sentence is harsh and excessive. Because all the cry fine and 23 years.
My lawyer she say you be share after program. So my any dey say na make no. Say based on the discretion of a judge no. And I bet you say more 15 years. More 20 years and more 25 years.
Ezra 94.1. Edu Kumasi.
Yewo omaimu. Anna His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado. Egacho Ghana for say. In fact, ordina kunya truth. Says when to me just say and the illegal mining in Ghana ha. Ghana for or no ebe resign from Nakonya so. The Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado catch Ghana.
Ezra 94.1. Edu Kumasi.
Anas expose di omo babo ntin say party hin sika nti omo nko galamse no mo fanye dey na omo fa mo party no anche ana professor Frimpong Boateng oye na nado nanko Akufuado ono na appointee it is a 34 pages report bi babo ntin say
94.1
jama untumi galamse His Excellency na nado nanko Akufuado eda no ho clearing agent Emma to podium. A boy, a contaminated want to me company. Say it is not involved in illegal mining. A year former running mate and as a vice president.
Ezra 94.1.
So what do you do,
which political
I say investigate independent. So what do you do, I say investigative authorities in same. Now who now we are master on the Juma na mono. O sound to sound with Abeka so aduma na me dey amamu kra no menya ehun muaya na investigator to what do you expect them to do His Excellency Nana Danko Akufuado, the former president of the Republic of Ghana okahumbi ana chema untumi ne trimu aye ne de why oye highly pompous awo Ghana because no fee say ono dey why power drunk Akwebia so benya ni mpanyimfo mama ba be dem ba be different no. Untumi had the temerity. So opetina ne radio station, the TV station. Now when you go the first time your woo bastard was won't be say that. Won't be say that. a politician already they indict you. The man for the in some allegations to say, oh, you're illegal mining. The president of the Republic of Ghana at the time came to defend you. And then you came to sit on your TV station. Now ye gold.
Say Mike.
Hey, you got me. Lawyer education after program you Pierre Montiano
because I shifted from.
I am coming. I'll come there.
There was so much
conviction. No, yeah, shifted from. Yes.
So then you need to pull out the gold to create attention for the president government.
How?
Then it was used.
Me. Jenny lawyer Kano. Among MPP members, MPP in Ashanti region, and then the nation at large. My brother, you did judgment to the Babontino. And Nigeria, na Ashe MPP for about 80% of MPP members and sympathizers in Ashanti region. Because they saw a choir, a year chairman to me. Now what fast what did you what did you be also contract kesia to me so about my party for the bill no contract na contract no so
and this for not there
now what na contract no so no my party for a bre or yaw abene chairman to me e de ma omo ekomu ene hwe yakoma o judgment enipa do say na court o yenya case in opposition. Yenya case in opposition. Yakwansensi youth organizer o. Se Michael Kai. Exactly. Exactly in opposition. Constituency youth organizer. A court e wokumasa so kwa ha. Be hwe nipa na abodon pim e wo ho.
They were having vetting.
And this is Ashanti regional chairman. Osawo on the stronghold. This should tell you the demeanor of MPP sympathizers and members in the region towards Untumi judgment. They are so happy. Don't know what's standing there, Mike. Now go for the Ghana for say, oh no, he's in a hurry to end illegal mining. Oh, then I couldn't that also know. Before 2019. Now Imran we are here can one seven. Imran no I so explicit. We who hear some from Supreme Court for interpretation. Say Mike. Imran say ya chill with some Imran say who concession who mining rights. Now open say semi will be na me dey say Mike. What do you do? Written notice to the minister and not to the ministry. And I'm a boy. Now one yes sir. I see 3 years. I mean, a minimum of 3 years as I say.
Yeah.
Before 2019, Imran da na a minimum of 3 years. It is an Obia grandfather in San Camrana, and a maximum of 3 years, right? Obia grandfather in San Camrana. Like I want to baby open up 2 years and I'm a boy. And I want us a buying. It's excellent than that. Don't cook for the son, no day, or the Nakunda to Chacha, or the two Chacha no, Sebi Edino. Now so went to me and resign. I know they call 2015 to 25. And then, and when I saw sir. Osi there, Osi MDC for Anna, almost say a political prisoner, and in fact, there is some call for. Imran untumi is not bigger than the law. Untumi on same Imran, untumi na maybe on no say what Ghana boss was until Mantema were governor no. Ah no fee say, they say was susu no bia our man muno. Untumi can never be bigger than the law. Or bet ma so asen me. Of course, or susu me. O Japadi semi, Wabobra semi. Now so Emrano or Shemrana se. Eti antu kofi. Na kofi kodem. Na abetu untumi yes untumi a political prisoner. In charges I had bono no and I had the born na enuti. Ya man sa sentence no. Enya no kure. They follow the due process.
Say Mike, I minister Banintina or non quane the time when you be time
I'm starting here. Due process. Due process. And a due process, baby, I'm going to land it. And this issue about fast forward. Okay, Article 126, lawyer in the Una what say Article 126, the constitution don't have. Of course, I say, Mr. Obina, Wadarma.
Time I feel maybe
Would there be a fan no crown of a share for time, you know? They may fashion me.
Next one.
Article 126.
Article 126. Now, what happened?
Article 126 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. I said, it's lawyer, Wadaroma, any idiom. Yenim say, one am chairman, and so.
Okay. Can I then?
One am chairman. Now, so baby, I had the other day, this is all fun to add every talk. Minim say uti ha ejina MPP anemu die nanso eni die mu asem no se ne o se enko no sa pepepe na akọ enu nim se ne o ka meko api ni ehun ko ne aba api no mbo ye kranka ye duru okra da ye kranka ye duru da esa de sa untimi ni o mo ani ni ye nji ye cha o ma cha api no hu api no e cha o ma cha wo enti se Mike
network name.
Okay. And Article 126 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana establishes the structural framework of the Ghanaian judiciary. It formally defines the judicial system into two main categories: the Superior Court of Judicature and the Lower Court or Tribunal, as established by Parliament.
And the lower courts and tribunals as established by Parliament. Tribunals.
I was Ezra 94.1 FM Ezra TV. We are now talent. Talent here unim kasapa. Adu macha dia bia unim nyumto. Ebia unim asa. Obi won so kra no a bohwema ne hwehwehwehwe buha ugina ho. Obetumi a draw in the next 2-3 minutes no. Obe draw ma obe you face ni na obi ehu pe obi usa wa. Adu macha de yakopo de ma obi a no yasebra. Ye be boa wo. Na ya tena do no ama na timi anyina be kakraka ama we ase nyina ehunu de onum ya bia if you can sing, you can dance, poetry reciter, what have you, performs our Ezra premises na 100 Ghana cedis pay ya be audition nyame adma 15th of next month utumi qualify nko dia you are entering into a 3 months intensive loyalty show ya ma good training now about who you want to be. 0240 139494 0240 ofra homa ya ngobi obi anu bedi na o exchange so kwa na obenya forms ni bi na watimi akofele at the wa fele na at the right time no what they about for the audition on different number no 0240 139494 ma yentwa ho sema emra ye ba ya da conversation aka no ye de beto aso. Sign Emma Mwakwaba. It is just 22 minutes to hit the hour 10 a.m. Aropei, yes, sorry, Ebekwe. Ene fiada, ene bemenda, ne kwesiada. Sana mi ensani na no grupe na semesi wasante. Semesi Ghana, so be ndai. Anya wed na eyeye tuntuntuntum wa. But yenwen komo no anopei ma memra on the tribuna.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
So aka 20 minutes ti ma menye no 555 near here. So composition and mode of exercise of power judiciary. Okay, so what take on now Busaye no. Okay. And a production e dey atoso. Until you were the two arms of court, right? You're the lowest one.
Ezra 94.1
the district, the circuit court. The lowest one. No?
Yeah.
Then we have the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and then there's the Supreme Court, and the highest court. And the Supreme Court, and the apex court. On only decision, no, a trade decision be or any court to be able. MCI Dasi, and I look at Krebuha.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Until my mentia minia bako. A very simple man, or man so Puntu Krum. I don't know. Simple man named himself Wufi. A very good morning. A channel bush for in a Kopon Koswana Unshao. Simple man, good morning. Siname young queen.
Medasi. Young to say knowledge there is subject to time.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Etimi Basse was say a young sacrebim. To say a mokra your secretary, and they are so do ya. And maybe by your swoon said you do ya. A bad day, a bad one. Until knowledge is subject to time and space. Now, what share a sir medical at the Abaway to say, near can't say
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
I was a cat when she get judging a considerate cacrano. There were variables to be so hard more as actually to be determined discretion beer. A bema judge bit to me. A war on more be a one same business in your one system no mono. Who cried to me him or be crying us a query hard window. So what we are human beings so. Yeah. Or also so at the way which is conducting society.
Edu Kumasi.
Mima. Ebia nipa na exercise discretion is a way there. Mama yen consider and fanning day. And to see. And the engine to says I no money in I variables I had a timicao. And there is also one other thing, especially when there is a topical say problem, another topical challenge. Is currently no. What's your problem?
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Environmental degradation. Almost one she not over bit to more. Or be my exercise discretion there, but Obaka say ye knew so how they make as a deterrent. So how they mentioned Tia Muscles are, and me sure say a man 20 years ago. In Crophobity Tia Chira, because hey, until now, count near door crowd. So I also say because we are affiliated with
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Many none benefit Ghana, but Tribuna Semna Yakan. Once an army shots here may say, the beer is subject to time and space. Osha Ghana. So we the constitution of crack capital. Tribuna system the Kamwa. Ya na me mentam pe reference to the UK, US,
Ezra 94.1
we all have our remember say development is context dependent. In Tibia I share your contest as Ghana. Now we share your population near what your independence are. Everything says Ghana population and Ashanti region population crab sure say and then a boss. And now they make sure.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
My hit about 10.4 million. And currently no Oshe Ebia judicial system no. In fact, any your population is the AC corner. Sebia anya no ma bebre wo ho ansa kra bebre wo ho a. E be de power and semi be kwa kwada court to be 20 years kra na. And mean say there were a lot of challenges.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
All right. But the idea can say there is a difference between an institution, so I would and the behavior of individuals within an institution at a certain point in time. And to me, say, one, Ebiana, ye can tribunal system no. Some time past, you who normally you who
Ezra 94.1
tribunal system So these are the challenges. And this year, no, but it remains an institution, part of the judiciary. In today's time, you acquire anymore. Ebia, your judicial system, no. You better than the Ayan Sacre, every woman, your tribunal system, no. A bet me a Jumasa SSS and I network.
Ezra 94.1.
What would you make sense? Rather than to say, so, you're two institution in training. I've always been making that agreement. Because, okay, see, a cancer pa, the idea. And do maybe even your Supreme Court, you cry. Yeah, say, I said FC. I said the
Supreme Court. Ezra 94.1.
Unanimous FC. President Mahama Nekaya. Unanimous FC.
No. I wouldn't.
President Mahama Nekaya say Nana Akufo-Addo attending why no. Unanimous FC.
No, I'm not looking at it.
No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you want to make reference to unanimous FC, and I'm telling you the one who spearheaded.
It was Ghanaians in general.
Oh, no cry about Kupeu. My member on internet today ya say my member on sa statement.
Supreme Court on Krano. Why didn't cry the guy say, oh, wait, everybody. And the Kobasa, every cross one any day. Nantisha. So I'm going to in this year, you're subjected, sa institution no, to the kind of sentiments every amount for her.
Ezra 94.1.
Because at the point, who will be about bit man mess up normally.
So you agree?
What I'm saying that tribunal system, it is part of the judicial institution. It would juma an importance for Mebua. And Tibet to maximize the benefits.
Okay.
This is also a yade ban. This is not a military regime. We are sure it's a parliament.
Ezra 94.1.
We are sure it's all of a report, a committee report. I'm all for the raising issues, and they capture it in there. One of the channel. And even then, Kran, we can still is subject to amendment. No more go on say was here someone. But since you are not sure you did this, now the Mukan, Mukan, no reference to even you said Galam say,
Ezra 94.1.
Send never a bit must strengthen the judicial system. I'm at my disposal of issues within 10 years. It is an important institution. We shouldn't demonize it just because of at some point we had problems with its implementation.
Thank you, Council.
Sir Mike, me shorting on my mini kama quick rebata etu. Na mini kasa sentiment ni ade ade. Ene ma yenhwe eno ma yen kasa osan kan say edru ba bi describe your judicial system say unanimous FC. Ogogola opa who made that statement clearly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. At the time Nanado 4 judges bakuwi ana miensa retired nane amagache nom ene Justice Manfusao owi say ni perform no ye Nanado pointed for the Omko Supreme Court ekwasha na mu President Mahama catch him say unanimous FC why Supreme Court ni unanimous FC ogina platform so kan sasem no mu no oba no appoint mako 10 ana akoka ho enye unanimous FC you see o kan asem a no wasi sunkete ya Akufo-Addo de a eno de see because obi e kasa hwe ba bi angala wo kwa ohu ba bi ogina now my point is say menua we so kasa no aya menua NDC ogina ho ka say 80% of MPP for any age is a fallacious statement even Canada Japan enya problem on anas ye wo mo amwo NDC mu a na ye omo ya ye wo mo amwo NPP mu a na ye omo de ye wo mo nso an omo MPP mu a na ye omo de nya obi enye enipa ba ko osan kan statement meba yes osan kan statement bi say empo senka wo mo anka ye behunu senka edom anka be court ho no we kire so mo respecting institution MPP anko that say institution is working MPP are mobilizing say don't mama kasa mama follow no
okoyoko no
ni statement
no ko form
but here you see a fallacious statement you see or to say senka wo no kra just a party executive onya problem e do mo de o mo court yan court no yan fa do man ko ne kire say you respect the institution e yeden embra ho asem ne edu ana yan ko
lawyer no mo ko o time no mo na wodi
yes
but the me busa ne say Miniaje Kenya
94.1
na yes pursue solidarity akwatadachi during the judgment day is it against the laws of this country?
Yeah, you see no, it's not against it, okay. But when him say MPP dana ya kwani him say judgment day because there was 2 applications. And then why himself court no could decide on the application before the judgment.
Now to court
and to our surprise,
right from the beginning.
Now yamra we believe in the court system. Say juma. Now yamra tribunal. Minu akotu article 126. Me the be can home. Say the beya ni juma di beya kama. On Sanko Article 142, Nina talk about tribunal of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. But remember, look at the genesis, the beginning, the history, the background. And sana what me
Ezra,
that's the National Constitution, according to Justice Sowa, in the case of what 24 verses Attorney General, or say a living organism capable of growth. Now, any time I take a decision in any provision in the 1992 Constitution, you should look at the dreams and the aspirations of the good people of Ghana. And how they are Juma. It is the black letter law. I actually a provision I actually Article 126 and Article 142 now. And the Chinchina was the tribunal. I was meeting the dreams and the aspirations of the good people of Ghana. What are the dreams and the aspirations of the good people of Ghana? May the dreams and the aspirations in a mount. It's a living organism capable of growth. And giving any interpretation to any provision in the 1992 Constitution,
Ezra,
you have to look at what?
And
I'm saying, look at the dreams and the aspirations of the good people of Ghana. Justice Sowa, may he so rest in perfect peace in the case of 24 versus Attorney General. Now, at the end, I know a person watch there. Yeah, Wahana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Kase Constitution, and from so baby, it to Constitutional Review Committee. O 2 ya kwaya review committee e binisa tribunal yenyim free ho opa onfa book no no monfa meto metro challenge amom se ni mu a anya Ghana fo nyina na kokasa aye na omde ema Constitutional Review Committee no e be si na president dey atone dem on sign Constitutional Review Committee omukura recommend this yenyi tribunal free odi entia they look at the background the history who e dey to ama says no bon se adu kokogina I hereby sentence you to 25 years. It was a military. I hereby sentence you to death penalty. Make my video ni bi wa. No, enko same line. What prompted Constitutional Review Committee say omunyi regional tribunal and film. The committee na tie nipa nyina ne expert. Ene ejom for man bi obi ase ni Constitutional Review Committee. Constitutional Review Committee say yenyi free wa e dey enti na afa dia okofa aba. Now me musa who question say the dreams and the aspirations of the good people of Ghana. Good people of Ghana na the committee ni ba no my review. And no dey aba sign. One sign after dey say what bypass review committee no ade a dey aba say what dey ba out at the tribunal na aba. Aspirations and the dreams of the good people of Ghana. And no dey aba Constitutional Review no. I say e ma we nya adwuma. But yesterday also the beba. Now yes anko another point. Tribunal no. Ma me nkyerɛ e dey ben so no tribunal no composition na wasa hwɛ either say what the one expert panel ba ko betena wo ye judge eti tribunal na e wo concurrent jurisdiction with the high court.
Okay.
And the high court to me na ye oh since ya what the what the judge ba ko beba who we are now the tribunal no order na the laymen ubetimi the expert aka ho aye lawyers but who the laymen be a 4 na de o maka
say no sa no
ya ha nti laymen ne baba be boa na me di asem nti the laymen ne beka no and na judge ne de ye adwuma now you musa ya ho say you musa ya ho say circuit court so point or establish more circuit court kan wa enya na not to the circuit court because so far man pontin nyina ye ni circuit court wa enso district capital a municipal kra ofa court dia ye ni circuit court or district court na ho ye ni high court ho oba be na high court wa dum eti adeti na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oni ni team omo establish more circuit court and more high court name mo person to di regional tribunal so ja for there no person ode ba we ye ehunahuna me ba o
ehunahuna me ba ehunahuna ko si breben because anya dan ya no a
Mahama entrance so mamencho ba bia benya ehunahuna no asat now no obe point ne judges nko akotenetena ho owi anu asa de nipa 44 na ebedi asem no party members 44 akoka no Papa James omonko 44 every district every region 94.1
94.1
na asem mo free so na asem kura kwa na ato application atwene adeti na circuit court e ho dada ye mie bi nka so de nanado meba me personal note adeti na high court no ye mie mo enka ho adeti na high court ye mie mo enka ho nemu ye person to the regional
okay
we need bibi aka biem
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi
lawyer e ka bibi say omo ebumra
yes
muni bumra enti nyaade anko
ye bumra sa na meka ye magasi enimra
okay mu bumra enti nyaade a enko wo se omukọ
ko ye dede bia se de motel
se munko ye dede o at least your presence mo presence e wo ho no e ma nipa na asem na to no ohun so nipa e de entanechi
so ko makosan
obi a wo se wo bu mu bu umra no mu bu umra no se Mike 2017
oh
Delta Force Kumasi oh Delta Force mu amasa mu vigilante group
Ezra 94.1
a pregnant judge presiding judge at the time a bora court to them once some kwa judge no and more boom na
do person enye biem
more boom na no say my fast forward the issue about your regional tribunals no entina my kan article 126 no Article 126 na eka no specifically the superior courts
Ezra 94.1 Edu
we are not say regional tribunals as may be established by parliament
the black letter law na we do actually
what you say a black letter or say a white letter regional tribunals na eba say Mike me no me e bi say hu say mremu ana say ni mremu
constitutional review committee
what you say the constitution of Ghana, the 1992 constitution of Ghana is a living document. It is capable of growth. Yes, it is capable of growth. And the NT na say go far regional tribunals na ba we be say hu say there's a minor enema edida na akwam corruption cases no aba from a time ebedu yanga say time we aba from enema say na eko
so why not another high court
ehun yes say the tribunal baba na
and why not another high court another name high court
you say NDC ba bet na so be 30 years eti na musu na
o say John Busa say another high court
me be say
Mike
me be say Mike lawyer wadarma they may be so be a rhetorical question Maminka masem enyi
but the me be say high court no any na mo fa high court be mo nsama
lawyer
ade na mo to the high court man ponte high court ni wo ade na wonya ne high court na ya regional
court a try Chachukata na Victor Salome court a trial mo Chachukata and Victor Salome fast track court and one a regional tribunals no what you say
fast track high court
exactly
yeah to be fast track na regional be le make out le tie for who say the nipa for e ka judge no e make out enyem no maybe we dey say
ba ka che say no
Mike I was so correct no na tie for o tu fit ogun tie for ani
we are student of law
say Mike search na
fast track high
court na nipa na ene regional tribunal pe obo ko current jurisdiction ba nya nipa le men na to na judge ba ko na ye nipa 5
tie both Chachukata and Victor Salome
obi statement no kan
what is obi statement
lawyer na throw away the source
okay
be my source where the member that be clear first guy was a branch of
the internet will never let you go and search it
internet bibia better better again bibia better
hold on lawyer man nyu wi a no my source
obi anim ai ko Chachukata
cancel
kan ho ana se layman kan ho aba
madaroma
me
na so yes Papa J
say both Chachukata and Victor Salome were tried before the Accra Fast Track High Court
when e kasa
Accra Fast Track High Court
source
often brackets open often referred to at the time as the Fast Track Tribunal.
Why not yet?
Although constitutionally it was a division of the High Court, not a separate tribunal. This is clear.
Why not?
This is clear.
that from internet. No one can watch them. I never want to say.
So,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Lawyer. You himself, oh, yeah, lawyer. Now, so, oh, yeah, lawyer, I'm a MPP.
Oh, daddy. Me law.
Idea Bia. Abeko na entity towards MPP Bia no. Yes, we better na TV so can netia.
Debut.
But the truth remains a regional tribunal no. Send ye na ye dim no, it is a constitutional.
You are not being fair to lawyer.
Onye fair. You see,
I don't mean fair to lawyer.
Onye fair to me because on adia work e ko ntimi kire source be dey free. Source ben and
internet na kwa.
Internet to kwa ya obo ade bia no afa.
No, mama you answer. Mama you answer. Mr. Mama you answer. And now a member of parliament for Menchia North, and then former deputy minister for lands and natural resources. Minia Penny, a brother, a friend, and everything. Honorable Akwesi Konedu, honorable, and I would mention for ourselves, the entire family. You know, I am happy birthday. Chediampong, pa. You are a good person. I mean, so don't go so and then Auntie and then Auntie so I would so Auntie happy birthday to you from Kwabna. I wish so a wonderful and a blessed happy birthday. Chediampong, pa. Na mame ko ostrich. Frimpong. Is it Kwame Frimpong? Nano pay mention pa the Manso to Krum this year. Krum NDC incoming regional organizer. Very good morning. Michelle pa and Anope Musenya Miadom. Ibiano Egusua Ekoso. Na minimisa I was a mensia a very insiso. Mini about conso contest. Mini about contest insiso. Oh, a chairman. Angel. Irenchi. In the engineering on a pay. Angel Michelle Pa, Angel Yeminia. Angel Yeminia. Angel Irenchi, AK or Bofo. Ishayaso chairman incoming. Very good morning. Ishayaso for Angel Eba. Angel Eba. Fee Madame for. Fee Minia. I know. Fee Minia. Yes, Fee Minia. Then me yes, mami we Helena Mensa. Me Chrome presiding member no. Me Chrome presiding member Joso presiding member. Helena Mensa. Honorable we me say butter trade. So butter trade adwuma na e no wate ase no me ka kire mo. Wate ase. E ma so there be nti MPP for mami no ho dwopa Montoma no Helena Mensa ba treasurer e wa Ashanti region. Montoma no Emfa Emame. And Afi Chairman Sadiq. Yes, Osman Sadiq. For North constituency. On sort of pay or Chairman Papa pay as hold your power of no. You do one of my kind of Tomano. Eddie Ama me. Nafi Papa J. And Mahmoud Kabore. And so back as a regional communications directors for the NPP. Okay, I'm Papa J in film. I mean, I say Mahmoud Kabore and pay me chia pa na menchia Papa J so nchia esiedu enso so ono so baby siedu so baby nti I'll say Richmond yes
say Mike
ostrich
yes
there
is a lawyer the opinion about I say allowing someone onto a land does it mean the same as allowing someone to mine on the land?
Allowing someone
onto a land.
You can allow me.
Uh-huh.
Come on, capture whatever.
That
you can allow me
and cultivate something. Does it amount to allowing someone to mine on a land?
But
these are loopholes. What catching judge?
Whose mouth? Whose mouth? No, all can say. We can say on conquer mining.
It's your oath against me oath.
Exactly.
So if the judge tilts and are tilted on your side and rely solely without any proof or evidence, that's where you catch the judge. o person okwa appeal bi a wo hwe judge ne decision no aka che no bon say nyansa for me nsa no ma I'm telling you in judgment trust me and then there me say fast track high court me say fast track high court and one the side tribunal so who adwena o de ba constitutional review no ko constitutional review ni say almost see anyim film
na mi sa baba de me ha ko lectures I was having this Mike on behalf of the team led by the legend Reverend Kofi Asanteni Atabu Adi Spanky Muna Abwa Amedi Jumadi no Abro Nation and so Abwa Nyame ya dom na or the chair here that Juada. Me sorry, Ama the award winner DJ Godfred and so Atwa also with good music. Until we meet on Monday morning, I leave you with this wonderful